If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, why is it important for you to invest in yourself, and how does this help you? This is an important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So this video was inspired by an event that I was at this weekend in LA. And I was invited to attend an event that the guests paid $25,000 for 3 days of coaching. And the people that were there were people like Jay Abraham. It was his event. The guy's known as the $30 billion man. There was Steve Sims. There was Joe Polish. There was Les Brown. There was just a ton of really well-known people that were talking and doing some coaching. And I have a view completely different from an angle that you would because of the people that I have coached for and the people that I've coached with. So I want to share some insights with you about what I've learned. And just remember, my journey is not going to exactly be your journey, but please do something to model this. And this is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel. That's going to be training and coaching. So I want to take you through this process of what it takes for you to get to the next level. I'm going to give you some of my journey, but once again, my journey is not going to be your journey. It's a little bit different. But look at it as a model for what you can do, okay? So if you want to get something out of life, you're going to have to put in time, energy, effort, risk, money, or reputation. Okay, there's one of those 6 things. And sometimes it comes down to you putting the money in yourself. Sometimes it comes down to you doing the work. So let's start at the bottom and work our way up. At the bottom, if you don't have money right now, you don't have budget, scrape together a couple of bucks and go get a library card. It's like $5 for whatever city or county that you're in. Go get a library card. And here's what my challenge is. I got this from Les Brown quite a few years ago. Read 30 pages a day. Read 30 pages a day. Spend 30. For some people, that's a couple of minutes. For some people, it's half an hour. Whatever it takes for you, okay? Next level up is have a budget for about 10 to 20 bucks a month to buy a book. It could be used. It doesn't have to be brand new. A CD on eBay or something on Audible, right? Continuously education. You have to be willing to invest in yourself. Next level up from there is probably going to be like a $150 course, maybe a $200 course. And here's what's going to happen is the more that you start investing in yourself to get to the next level, what you're going to find is this process becomes easier. And I want to give you a fair warning. There becomes a magical point that where your skills, your talents, and your capabilities increase, everybody starts calling you a cheater or a liar. But the people who are putting in the work, they're going to recognize it. And it's really backwards. You don't, when you finally make it to that club, that's when you get recognized. It's really weird. Like, and there's no big ceremony. It'll just be like the nod or a pat on the back, and someone will say, good job. There's no ceremony, but you're going to get there, and like, you're going to have a bunch of haters, and you're not going to understand it. But like, instantly you'll have respect from the dudes or the chicks that are in the team and in the group that have done the work themselves, and they're going to recognize it, okay? So you got library, 10 to 20, couple hundred. Next up is going to be 1,000. That's probably going to be an event. That's probably going to be like a live 1 or 2 day event. And sometimes you can get a company to pay for it, and sometimes you can't. Now, here's, if you have a company that's not big enough to have their own coach or their trainer, one of the things that you could do is make a deal with them. Say, hey, if I hit these numbers, if I hit these metrics over a quarter, will you send me to an event? And they might come back and say, hey, Scott, why would I do that? And like, well, I'm proving to you that I'm willing to invest in myself. I'm proving to you through my numbers and through that I'm putting in the effort. Would you meet me? And they might say no. And then you say, would you meet me halfway? And they might say, we'll pay for travel. Like, work out some sort of a deal that if you hit metrics that you get paid for training. Okay. So 5, 10, 10, 20, 50, 100, 4, 500, 1,000. I mean, like, whatever's comfortable for you, but recognize that there is something magical that happens when you go from one-to-one training. Right? There are people who call me and say, hey, Scott, I need one-to-one training, and that's what they need. Right? There are people who call me and say, hey, I need training. I'll go, hey, we're going to do a 1 to 10 model. And what I want you to understand is something that's super important is if you are training one-to-one, you're getting one view and one impression, and that's fantastic. But sometimes where the magic happens is the 1 to 10 model. The 1 to 10 model. Which means that if you come up and role play in front of a room, you would get feedback from me plus 9 other people. What did you see? What did they do right? What could they have done better? And, you go that route. It's got to be fostered, done the right way. It's not meant to be negative. It's meant to help you get 10 perspectives. So when you coach and train with me in a group model, I use the hot seat where we go around the room and we talk about what did you get, what did you receive, and how do you make it better. And it's instant feedback. So you're getting feedback from 10 sources instead of one. And so be aware that like sometimes hurt feelings will hold you back, including me. Like, my name's Scott. I screw up on a daily basis. There's times where I have struggles too. But recognize that you're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to take the money, right? Take the money, put the money in your hand and pay somebody to bypass what it's going to take for you to learn over a lifetime. Like, I've written 600,000 words in book form on how to be a technician. I've got, I don't know, pretty close to 3,000 YouTube videos. I've got almost 200 videos on this HVAC Technician Sales Secret channel as of today. In the future, there's probably going to be more. So there's things that I've learned from the 10,000 hours that I put in front of a room dealing with technicians that most people in the industry have no clue about, right? It's not their fault. They just don't have the amount of time in front of a room or ride-alongs that I've done to know what it takes for you to close deals to get to the next level. So make a commitment today. Just decide, like, this month I'm going to spend like $5. I'll go get a library card. Okay. $10. I'll buy a book. And the trick is, on Amazon or even on eBay, you don't have to buy a brand new book. A brand new book works just as well as a used book. But like, start building up your library. Like, I've got like 2,500 books in my library. I've got a better marketing library than most colleges, right? But that happened over a lifetime. That didn't just happen yesterday. I've got, I don't know, 150 books in my Audible account. It's not bragging. It's like, look, this is the path that I took. I've accumulated. This knowledge is accumulated. I've accumulated this knowledge over time, okay? And you can do that too. So what does it take for you to get to the next level? Time, energy, effort, risk, money, reputation. There's 6 things. 6 things. And one of them is to be willing to be wrong. Be willing to be wrong. Like, I joke about being wrong all the time because it makes it easier for me to be like, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. So just want to let you know that I appreciate you. You've got one of 2 things to do from here. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send a video, you'll get an update that says HVAC Technicians Sales Secrets and another fantastic video. You should check it out, or hit follow. We'll see you soon.